we're going to do an assessment. Yeah, and so if you would please go to the menti.com using the code 80659649.
I put it in the chat line just to make sure that you can click on it. Okay, we have at least one person, two people voting already. So I also put the code into the chat line.
Yeah, I just did the same. So.
Okay, some people we have already providing comments. So this is about the first question.
So Cello, do you want to?
What I'll have to do is I will run, and you can let me know when you want to go to the next question. We do have 5 votes in. I think that that's pretty much because Catherine has gone. I can run Mentimeter, go to the next question as soon as you're ready. So let me know.
Maybe let's just do it. Let's just do a quick count. If we could, please raise your hand if you are voting. I'm not voting. Scott's not voting. Shell's not voting. Go ahead and raise your hand, please, if you're voting. So that way, if it's 5 people, then we know to advance when we've got 5 votes. All right, we got 4 right now.
Okay, we have 1, 2, 3.
I know we had 4, I think.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We obviously have one person hasn't raised their hand who is voting because I do have 5 votes.
Okay, so let's call it 5.
Yeah, good.
All right, great. So if we got 5 votes, go ahead and move on, Cello.
Okay, I will go to the next one. So this is the second question. And then your opinions on the second question, it goes from fine as is, it's not clear, not important, not useful, too complicated, or needs to be changed, or should be deleted. And when we get 5, I'll advance to the next one.
There's a note in there that says Chris says he's sorry that he had voted earlier, so maybe it's just 4.
Okay.
Is that right, Chris?
And somebody had to leave at 8 o'clock also. I'm not sure.
That was Catherine. She's gone.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think we have 4 when it.
So it's probably 4, Mark. So
4. So if we've got 4, we'll move to the next one.
I meant only for the first question.
Okay. Gotcha. Thanks, Chris.
Okay. So are we only have 3 votes in so far. So 4. And I'll just wait a little bit longer. 5. Okay, we got that. I will go. I'm putting up the next question. So it's the same thing, just on the next. Your opinion on the next question.
Yep, questions at the top, and then your opportunity to provide feedback by selecting a button, a radio button.
Okay, this is going a little faster this time.
I don't know how the votes will come out, but I do like this question.
Okay, we're going to the next one. We did have 5 votes.
All right.
So we're moving through the questions.
Scott, I have to ask, is that a booth that you sit in at your house with a big?
It's kind of a breakfast bar, you know.
Yeah, that's what I
type
thought.
thing. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Is it comfortable enough to sit there all day?
Yeah, I have a pillow behind me.
Ah, gotcha.
Keeps me in the middle of things in this room, actually. So
Nice.
Okay, we're almost there.
We have a space in the house that we just got that could be a breakfast bar thing, but it's not quite large enough.
yeah.
So it's like I got a lot of the things we wanted in a house. In this house, there's just a few things missing, but there was never a perfect house.
Right.
Okay, so we're almost there. I'll move forward when it's 5. Okay. We're right along to the next one. Okay, this is good. We're going to go to the next one. Okay, people are a little bit faster this time. It's good. Okay, we're going to the next one. Thank you, Sherry, for the comment. Okay, we're going up to number 8. Okay, that was good. We're going number 9. Okay, we're more than halfway through. It's number 10. Okay, going number 11. Okay. Okay, we're moving right along. This is number 12. Okay, number 13 coming up. Okay, number 14 coming up. Number 15 coming up. Okay, and we're getting down to the wire. Just a few more. This is the next one. Okay, everybody's vote is in. And this is the next one. Okay, everybody's vote is in. Okay, one more here.
Cello, we should have 2 more left after this one, correct?
I have lost count. Give me just 1 second. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah, we've got 2 more after this one. So I think we're doing great on time.
okay. Okay. Next one. I should have taken the opportunity now to see what was the number, but
Yeah, it's okay. This is the second to last one. There's one more question after this one.
okay. Okay. And this is then next question.
Last one.
This is the last feedback in terms of the questions. You're correct. We have a couple of more questions overall. If you want to do that now or later.
No, we should go ahead and finish the survey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the last of the
Survey.
assessment tool questions.
Yeah. Since we're not all in the same room, this is about the best we can do with interaction. And if you have any other comments, you can just put them in the chat line. Okay, thank you. Now, just a couple of questions on the process so far, and that we've had to defining this maturity model and the way it is now, and the approach to assessment. Just your sense of whether it's you like the way we've gone about it or you don't like it, just to get a general feel for how you view the process so far. And don't be afraid to give us bad grades, because it'll help us improve. So, and it will also show us where we need to which things we need to include as far as where we can focus to get improvements in the future for the process we're following. Okay. We have a couple of votes in. I know you must feel like you're taking the test, and this is one more, waiting for one more.
It was a good kind of test. There's no wrong answer.
Yeah. Okay, we're just one more input. And then we'll go through and show you guys what the votes were, what the discussion was like, and focus on things that we, okay. So we're gonna, this is just a free, you can just type in ideas and suggestions in terms of what we could improve, of what your experience is so far. You can type in anything you want. You have up to 3 things, 3 or 4 things, I don't know. So just type any ideas that you have for us as far as doing this thing better, and whatever comes to mind. And just the first thought is always the best. And just give you a minute or so to just type in something that would be, guiding us. And if
Yeah, and a good model, I was talking with somebody the other day about this, is a good model to use is for feedback, which I think is a good model for feedback, is what should we keep doing? What should we stop doing? And what should we start doing, right? So keep, stop, and start. So if there's some things that fall into any of those three categories you'd like to give us some feedback on, we would very much appreciate that.
So the last group, their idea was that I should bake cookies when we get together in person, and I intend to follow up on that request.
I think it was a little easier last time, right? Because we were near your home, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
UMC?
It was in Anaheim. It was in Anaheim, and I could bring them fresh and everything.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. So maybe folks don't feel like I don't want to spend too much time on this. And do you want to do the word cloud, since we only have 3 or 4 or 5 people? Maybe we skip that one. So I'll start adding jazz music while taking questionnaires. Excellent. Excellent. That is fantastic. I'm thinking about doing that. And the last one, if you can just type in one word that would describe your experience, and that'll create a cloud that looks for patterns and clouds. Whatever comes to your mind, just the first word that you could say about our, if it's good or bad, whatever it is, and we'll, and that's the last thing, and then we'll just quickly go through the results and see what your answers were. Excellent, I got the first word.
Yeah, and you can enter multiple words too. I mean, if you've got them,
you can enter any if you want, yeah.
All right, Kesra, thank you for being on the line today. We appreciate it.
No worries. I'll catch up with the.
Yes, thank you very much, Kesra.
Sounds good.
We have a couple of words, but I don't want to spend too much time in silence. So let me just close this up. And more came in. So Mark, if you'd like, I can share my screen. If you
please do. I'll stop sharing here.
Yeah, and I will show folks how to. Do you see the screen?
Yep.
So this was the result for the first question, which seemed to get good marks. This is the second question, also received good marks. Third question, people seem to like. So this is the first 4 questions, and then 5. This is where we have a couple of comments that this is too complicated and it's not clear. So if you have a comment to help us understand, so this was question number 5. So I'll just say 5.
Yeah,
I
think Sherry did put in a comment about it.
Yes, yeah. So if you have any, and you don't have to do it now or anything like that, but just send us an email or whatever. The vote for this one, it says it's not clear. Would the follow-up question, if they say I don't know, and then they say, well, does your provides, would that, maybe that's gonna address that concern, And then the next question, again, seemed that there was concern about it not being clear. And we've heard that before, that performance metrics may not be lingo more like downtown than in the field. So we're going to think for alternate words to use. This seemed to be okay. Also, or maybe people got tired of, I'm just going through the questions. So this is another one where it says it's not clear. So we'll see how we can improve on clarity of that, and we'll take into account the things that people have typed into the SurveyMonkey, but everything else was, I think, until the end, was kind of unanimous. And this was the feedback on the process itself. It's, you know, pretty good. The ideas are the questions that speak to I flows better. The timetable was cramped, understand that. Move towards using this in our organizations. Finish tier 2, prepare guidance document. All that is what we're planning to do, yes.
That's our next steps.
And start adding jazz music while taking questionnaires. Really excellent point. I'll see if I can do that. I hope Microsoft is into jazz. And these are some of the things that, you know, were said: useful, thought-provoking, intriguing, and detailed. So none of them are terrible. So Mike, I'm sorry, Mark, I'll get back to you and stop sharing and see, you know, and thank everybody. So let me stop sharing. Did I stop sharing?
Yes, thank you. So Scott, thoughts from you?
Well, my thoughts, frankly, I thought about this when I was having a shower, and I was thinking of this group and the other group, and I think that people ought to be proud of contributing to the greater good for the industry, and looking forward to applying this in your organization.
Very good, thank you. Is that Sherry? Do you have your hand up? Thoughts from you, Sherry?
Yes, I have my hand up.
Please.
It was from before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, but it is open now. Not that you have to speak now, but if thoughts or comments from anyone today?
This is Chris from Metro Vancouver. I just have a quick question around the timeline. I wasn't too involved with the workforce and the culture. So what's the timeline for the tier 2 questions? Maybe you've spoken, I missed it, but just one.
Yeah, we are trying to, right now, our main focus is on completing the report, which is due next week. And so what we're planning for is to work with the utility partners in April and May to define the work plan for the following year, and also provide a first cut at tier 2 questions, and sort of finalize, fine-tune the maturity models based on feedback that we've received, so that by the end of May, when the project is done, we have a maturity model, we have an assessment method, and we have a work plan for the next following year. People have put in, some of the folks have put in so much in-kind time for this that it's has been pretty intense experience for some folks. And what we expect is that in the work plan for next year would be to run pilots, if you will, in participating utility partners, so that they could say, okay, I want to apply this assessment tool, and I want to apply it either across my own entire organization, or I want to select a business process and see, let's say CIP or whatever, CIP development or something like that, and then look at who the stakeholders are there, look at the swim lanes, and just apply it to a single business process or scale it according to whatever works for them. And then when we get feedback, then we would fine-tune the analysis part of it, that when you get the surveys back, how do you actually interpret these results? How do you include them in the change management so that the results from this survey can be useful for people who are doing projects and doing change management? Does that answer your question?
Yeah, totally. Thank you.
Parajat, we have time for one quick question or comment, please.
So glad that Cello brings up the pilot thing. That was I was about to ask. We are planning to do our employee survey in next fiscal year, starting May, somewhere in August or something. So there are some questions that I would be really interested to pilot if that's doable.
Oh, love to have a pilot. That'd be great if the organization would be interested in doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
All right, well, we're at time. I want to thank everyone for taking an hour out of their morning and giving us feedback. We really appreciate it. And it's very important to us that we make this a tool that works for everyone. So thank you all. And if we don't talk to you sooner, we'll see you all in 2 weeks.